welcome to Embody Harmonics Yoga. My name is Samuel, and this is our last video in the series, How to Start Your Home Yoga Practice. In this video, I encourage you to take ownership of your yoga practice. There is, sadly, a long list of yoga gurus who have abused their power. So often, so frequently, when a yoga teacher gains in fame and fortune, and in a large student following that adores them, that teacher almost inevitably will mishandle money, physicality, touch, sex, or power. And that's the primary reason why I urge you to take ownership of your practice. This is your body. This is your mind. You are in charge of your experience. Nobody else is. Yoga can be energetically very activating. In a beautiful way, especially if you've been shut down, if it has not been safe for you in life to be very expressive, and then you come to yoga practice and you start to feel all this energy moving and your body feels good and your mood feels better, and all these positive things start to happen, and you really resonate with the teacher. It can be easy to take the power of the practice and put it on the yoga or put it on the teacher, right? I like to go to that person's classes because they make me feel good, or I do yoga because yoga makes me feel good. Back it up a step. You have the power and the authority to feel good. It takes some work sometimes, it's not just a given. For myself, I have to work at it to find that place in me that is bright and uplifted. But I do that through my intention, through my movements, through my breath. And a good teacher is awesome. It can make all the difference in having fun and coming back. So I'm not downplaying the importance of finding a good teacher. Also having a teacher that understands the mechanics of the body and keeps you safe. It's really important. But remember that you are in charge of your practice. I was once doing an extended program on handstands. It was really fun. But we were doing some stretching, and the teacher came over and assisted me in this stretch. And I knew that we were going too far. But I was afraid to say something. I was afraid to shut him down. I was afraid that he would reject me if I told him to stop, or would shame me, or I don't even know what I was afraid of. But I remember the warning sign, the red flag coming up, and choosing not to say anything. And then I felt a pop. And I kind of went out of body for a second, and I was fine for the rest of the day. And then the next day, I couldn't walk on my leg. My hamstring attachment had torn. And it took about 2 years to fully rehabilitate to a point where I didn't notice it anymore. And I don't blame the teacher, because I'm a very flexible person, and probably from the outside it made sense that I should be able to go deeper into that pose. And I don't really blame myself because there was all these other things going on. But if I had been stronger in my ownership of my body, my boundaries, my practice, I would have had more gumption to just be like, that's enough. We're done. Thank you. And I do. And now I do. It took that experience to develop that self-awareness and boundaries around my own practice. And my hope is that you don't have to get hurt to develop that same sense of self. Other ways to take ownership of your practice, like be in charge of your own learning. Ask questions of your teacher. Go to different teachers and get different points of view, because not everybody approaches the poses the same way. And if you have two very different opinions on how something should be done, and you ask each teacher why do you do it that way, then you can decide for yourself what works for you. Do some reading, right? There's lots of books on yoga and articles that are maybe a little easier to digest. So read up on maybe poses that are difficult, or look into some of the philosophy and start to have discussions with people, like how does this philosophy fit into contemporary society? So again, like being in charge of your own learning rather than being sort of a passive recipient of the practice. It'll make it much more fulfilling and enjoyable, and give you a sense of pride in your practice. And that's what I want for you. So that's it. Thank you so much for sticking with me this long. I really hope that this helps you to start a yoga practice and then maintain it, and give you some tools for finding a style and a teacher and a class that really bring you some strength in your mind and your body and some joy in your life. Any comments or questions, you can drop them in the comments below. And if you can, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot. And I look forward to seeing you at our next topic. Namaste, and thanks again for watching.